Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a painting your intimate life with your soulmate, okay? So we're going to be focusing on your future partner if you are single, or your current partner if you are in a relationship. This is going to be your person who you are going to be with for the rest of your life, your soulmate, your soul partner, your forever partner, however you want to call it. Now, I have done 3 piles and they are literally just one painting because they take me a very long time, but also it just helps me channel the intimate kind of intense energy one at a time. So I will say, I'm going to say it now, it's just about energy, but the paintings that I have done are male-female relationships. Now, if you are not wanting a male-female relationship, this doesn't mean it's not going to apply to you. It's just the energy that it has in the image, okay? That is what art is about. It's about self-expression, and that is basically what I did in these paintings. So it's a bit different from paint your soulmate readings that I've done before, where it's literally like male, female, you choose whichever one. It's not like that. This is about more of the energy, the feeling, the emotions, like the artistry. That is what this reading is about. So we have 3 groups here. We're going to be doing your painting, and then we're going to be doing your message and what you need to know. Now, I cannot say everything I want to say on YouTube, so I will be doing a little mini 18+ reading attached to this video. So if you do want to know any more intimate details that I can't say on here, then please look down below. It'll be on my Etsy shop. And let's get started. So we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3, and let's paint your intimate life. Let's see how we get on. So let's go. Starting off with group number 1. Hello, group number 1. So you guys got Cancer, Venus, 4th house with your dice, and this automatically was like, yes, this is going to be a really kind, soft, gentle energy in this group. So this was obviously the first painting that I did, so I kind of zoomed in quite close into the bodies. I am having to cover up one part of the body, and you'll see this in a moment, but that's because we are on YouTube, so I'm having to cover up one part of the body. But if you want to see this full painting, it will be on Etsy. So basically there's a kind, gentle energy from this couple, and I feel like there's a really strong sense of Piscean energy, and both of you are going to feel at home straight away. So you're probably going to be intimate the first 2 or 3 weeks, and I feel that you both are going to feel sensitive to starting being intimate for the first time as well, especially if you haven't had this for a very, very long time, or this could have been or could be your first relationship that you're ever going to have. And I feel like you will most likely have never had anything like this before. So both of you are really happy with each other's bodies. You feel like, oh my gosh, this is my soulmate. I also feel like the person that you're going to be with isn't going to be super toned. So I did feel like they had a little bit of muscles, but it wasn't like the most toned person, which is really nice. I feel like they were super cozy when you're really close to them. Your cuddles are really lovely, and there's going to be a lot of touching in this relationship. And your person, especially when you're out and you're in public, your partner is going to be looking at you, and they're going to want to do stuff to you. So most likely this is going to be quite a private relationship. I don't feel like a lot of people will know about this connection, but it feels like to me that after probably about, again, 2 or 3 months, 2 or 3 weeks, then most people will know about it. So you're going to feel at home straight away. And I do feel like both of you are going to want a family. So obviously take it as it resonates, because everyone is different. But I do feel like both of you will want a family as well. It just feels like this is like husband-wife material, you know, that's the sort of person. So I also feel like this person's going to really encourage you to do lots of different hobbies. They're going to encourage you to try maybe a new career if you're going for a career change, or some sort of shift that you're going to be going through as you get to know this person. And when you're intimate, it's going to really help you with the stress, that's for sure. So yeah, it just feels really lovely. So if you would like to know anything more about this relationship, obviously I can't say too much, then please look down below to the Etsy link, and that will take you to the 18+. I made sure that it was very, 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 very detailed. I really put some work into this one. So if you really want to know what's going on, I will definitely be telling you. So yeah, other than that, I felt like both of you had similar skin tones. Please also ignore the skin tones, because when I was drawing this, I don't focus on the skin tones. I focus mainly on just the colours that are in the painting. So we have purple, we have like a really light beige, you've got some tanned orange, pastel colors, just really, really beautiful energy. So that is your reading, and if you would like to, then check out the tarot reading that is next. So group number 1. So let's get started with your reading. Let's talk about this intimate partner that you're going to be with or are with. And this is also going to be just talking about your relationship and everything like that. So let's confirm everything that your painting had. So your painting had a lot of blue, and it also had a lot of beige and browns. Now, this is a really interesting painting. This is a very soft connection. This is a very, very soft connection. Ooh, with intensity, because we have Scorpio in there as well. Oh, okay, let's see. Now, as I said, I can only say a certain amount, but I will reveal this card. We'll see, let me check it. Okay, not too bad, but I am going to cover this up. So we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is a very stable energy. It's a very, very stable energy. It's very much about how you both are listening and loving each other. It's like it's a very patient card. Okay, so we're also going to be talking about this in the intimate reading, but I can't only say so much. But yes, a very, very patient relationship. This is to do with both of you coming together and feeling like you are aligned, feeling like both of you are on the same page, and this isn't going to be any mismatch of energy. You're both going to feel really, really good. And I really also feel like this is going to be the last relationship you're going to be with. Like, this is going to be your person, the person you're going to be with forever, ever, ever, amen. And this is somebody also who has probably quite a lot of money, because we have the second house of Taurus. And this is also somebody who transmutes a lot of energy. So when you're intimate, when you're together, when you're close with each other, your energy changes, it transforms. So after you are intimate and you're physical with each other, the energy shifts from one thing to another. So this person has a ability, or you have an ability, or both of you have an ability to shift the relationship energy through intimacy. So it's not just being physical, it's not just putting this in this hole or whatever, it's not that. It's literally both of you are coming together, and it feels like some sort of like fantastical relationship. It's like both of you, I'm going to give myself a bit of room here, both of you are feeling very complete with each other. Okay, so we have clarity. Yeah, it feels very, very clear. It feels like a relationship where both of you are on the same page. And we also have the sun. So when you come together, most likely the first time you do stuff is going to be in the sun. It's going to be in a hot country. It's going to be in summer. So that could be a good timing for you guys to think of when you are thinking of your next partner. We have the Mystic Rose. I'm going to have to shift this rose around because there isn't enough room. We have the Mystic Rose, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. Let's get another one. Ooh. Whoa, 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 too many. Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within destiny. Okay, so there is always a divine plan to you and to your relationships. Okay, everything and everyone you meet is a direct connection to who you are, but also who you're meant to meet at the time. So you are literally meant to be with this relationship at the right time. This person will come along at the right time, when it's right for you, when you are ready for deep connection, for deep commitment. It's not going to be just somebody who you're going to be intimate with and that's that. This is going to be somebody who you have taken the time to get to know yourself, so you can be with this person for the rest of your life. Okay, so I'm just moving the light in a little bit so you can see a bit better. So yeah, the energy here is very fresh, it's very clear. There's definitely a relationship around your body that you're learning. So you are learning how to get close to your body. You're learning how to get comfortable with being around somebody with your body and basically being intimate and close. And there's a sense of feeling free and feeling awake with this person. Like, it feels really, really nice. And you're very creative. Like, you're going to try lots of different things with this person, and it's going to be extremely fun. Like, both of you don't like too much seriousness. You're both serious where you're both committed, but it's fun, it's humorous, it's funny. Like, when you're being close with each other, when you're naked with each other, both of you are laughing so much. Like, you find each other so, so funny. And I feel like also this is going to, when you come together, everything will become clearer, everything will be clearer, and it will just feel like you know yourself now. Now, this is really random, but I thought my phone buzzed, but it didn't. So I think there's going to be some messages that kind of feel misaligned. So if there's anyone that you meet before this person and you're like, I have no idea how they feel about me, I have no idea what's going on, it's because that this person isn't the right person. Your person that you're going to be with is going to make you feel clear from the get-go, okay? This person is incredibly intelligent. They are incredibly smart. They most likely have strong earth and air in their chart as well. Like, this person is like really, really, really clever, very, very intelligent. And they also are very, very compassionate. They have a very big heart and a big and also they are just super, super sweet as well. So let's get you some, let's get you an angel number. Actually, let's pull you an angel number from here. Actually, no, I want to pull you an angel number from here. So like I said at the start of the video, if you want to know more intimate messages, number 222, that's amazing. That's literally relationship. Then all of that is down below. I've got an extended down below. Okay, you have been waiting a very long time to be in a relationship. Like, you have waited so long. Okay, this person is your ultimate partner. When you're with this person, it doesn't even feel like you are with somebody because it's that easy. Like, you're not even having to try. It may take quite a while to get to know this person because of how long you've waited. So it might be that you're a bit insecure, or you're a bit scared or something like that, but everything will lead you to this person. I feel like your creativity will lead you to this person. So it's almost like if you are in like a music studio, or you're in an art studio, or you're in an art class or something like that, like, you will meet this person through that sort of thing. Embrace change. Right, you're going to go for a lot of change as well. There's going to be a lot of change where when you are together, it will feel like, okay, you probably would have been for a lot of change before you met this person actually. Like, you'll be like, okay, I just want a man, but also I want to move house. So it's almost like the moving house is first. You're going to seek the balance first before you're in this relationship, because God doesn't want you to be a mess. That's so blunt, but that's what I'm hearing. God doesn't want you to be a mess. God doesn't want you, and that's not saying you are a mess, because obviously you're a divine being, you are beautiful, but sometimes we feel like a mess, okay? Sometimes we feel like a mess, and that is going to be something that you are letting go of. This relationship is really beautiful, by the way. When I was painting your painting, it felt so kind, gentle, soulful, like ultimate, like, I want to have babies with you. I want to be married to you. I want to connect with you. And even if you don't want to have babies or have marriage as such, when you come together, there are parts of you that you are going to heal with this person that you wouldn't not have been able to do by yourself. You have a lot of cards. Whoa. Okay, so you have the unseen, the mirror, the creator, exactly, the desert, and the shapeshifter. Right. You are learning to not shapeshift around everyone and everything. You are learning to come out of the darkness, to release the pain, and to also know that you are in charge of your own destiny. Now, there are things that are in charge, like divine timing, God's timing, all that stuff. But also there's things that you think that you're not in control of, but you are. Because it's kind of like the people you've been around, the relationships you've had, the friendships you've had, the partners you've had, the people around you have just not supported you as a person. Like, they haven't seen your full self. So that's why you've been around people that like don't really see you, because you haven't been able to see yourself. Like, you feel like and have felt like, oh, I have to shapeshift to get with these people. That is what's got you into all these relationships that haven't suited you. Now, this person that you're going to be with is so beautiful, like, I can't even tell you. Now, I do feel like you're going to meet this person when you're a little bit older. So say if you are in your teens or in your early 20s, I don't see that this is your person. Like, when you are, say, late, like probably late 20s and onwards, so like anything from 28 to 80 something, like that is going to be when you're meeting your partner. I don't think this is going to be a teenage kind of relationship. I don't think it's going to be like a young 20s. This is more like, I want to settle, I want that connection, I need that commitment. That is your reading. I hope you have a lovely day. If you would like to get spiritual coaching with me, a reading, anything like that, all the information's down below. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope you enjoyed the painting. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Hello, group number 2. So you guys are the most fieriest energy ever. You guys have both fire signs in this partnership. So if you both aren't fire sun, then most likely you're going to have fire in your Venus or your Mars. Both of you are just the most fieriest couple that you'll come across this video. So you also have this sense of seeing through the person. So I felt drawn to do like thermal vision. So thermal vision, when you have like go through a camera and you can see the heat coming from the body. So that is definitely what I was going for in this video and also in this painting. And if that is not coming across, I apologize. My art skills are not the best, but I'm an artiste, you know. I'm an artiste. So that was what I was going for, is this artistic kind of vibe. So I definitely felt, like I say, a fiery energy, and I also felt like there was this intense need to try new things in this relationship as well, especially intimately. And as you'll see, where the red line is, that is actually supposed to be a chain, but I couldn't draw it. So it's actually a ribbon this time around. Now, this is me also attempting to draw a handprint on the back of this person. In this relationship, I felt like the older person in the partnership is most likely taller. I didn't feel like both of you are a similar height. It felt like one of you is definitely taller, most likely the male in this relationship, but obviously this is gender neutral, so it's basically whoever is the oldest is going to be the tallest. And I also felt like you both are going to get physical quite quickly. So yeah, both of you are going to get intimate really, really quickly. And it feels like both of you are going to be really comfortable with that as well. This isn't going to be a relationship where either of you have body issues or body worries. It feels like to me both of you have or would have already sorted that out before getting into this relationship. But also I just feel like there's a sense of shyness, but there's a sense of also kind of showing off for each other, which is definitely a fire sign trait. But both of you will be quite intense with each other. One of you or both of you are going to be actually quite muscly. I did feel like, because of I concentrated on the legs and the thighs in this reading, that both of you are muscly. So most likely both of you go to the gym, or most likely fitness is quite important for one of you. And I think that's something that is definitely going to be in this relationship. Now, if it's not the actual body parts that are the most hardest, it's going to be the personality, it's going to be the intensity of the person. Both of you are going to be determined to get things done. You both will not ever let stuff go, which is a good thing, but also something that you both will work on in this relationship as well. So if you want to see any more of this painting, if you want to get to know more of the intimate messages, that is on Etsy. I made sure to get really, really down and intimate with this group, especially because you guys are really fiery. So I was quite excited to do that one, and it came out really good, and there was loads of messages. So if you want to check it out, it is down below. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get started with the tarot messages. Hello, my hot and heavy group number 2. Oh my gosh, the amount of fire that I felt from this group was absolutely beautiful. So this painting was something that I hadn't really done before. I hadn't done thermal before at all. So hopefully you enjoyed it and you liked it. We have a celestite. That is your crystal for your video, for your pile, but also for your partner. Now, celestite is a really truthful throat chakra crystal. This is a really, really beautiful crystal. You are getting ready for something very, very big, very beautiful, and something that suits you, something that matches you, matches your energy. Now, let's see what your first card is. Also, if you want to know any more intimate details, positions, if you want to know what sort of stuff you get up to, I'm going to really go for it in this extended, so because I really wanted to in this video, but I couldn't. So if you want to look at the extended, please look down below. That will be your intimate messages. Boom. I couldn't say that. Perseverance. I heard preservation. Perseverance. Yeah, it's almost like you guys have had to be quite gentle with the types of people you've been around, because you've been around people who are really like made you feel messy. Very, very messy people. People who are intense, fiery, all over the place, addicts, all that sort of stuff. Like, you have almost had to preserve your energy to kind of like be like, okay, now I'm ready for a partner, because before you've not really been ready. Now I'm going to cover up anything that's dodgy. This is your intimate card. I'm going to show you more about it and more about your cards in your extended, but this is the energy that I get. So the fiery energy is very, very, very important to your love life. Now, not everyone has this. Not everyone has a fire intensity energy. Not everyone has fiery intimacy. This for you guys though is fiery, it's intense, it's pure, it's raging, it's beautiful, it's abundant, it's lovely. So, so, so lovely. Now, one of you loves to cook. I'm smelling a lot of like fresh food being cooked, so there might be food that you cook afterwards. And I also feel like both of you are a match. And now it may take a little bit of time for you two to get to know each other, because you do have some I don't want to say issues, but yeah, like you both have a fear of intimacy. Now, fear of intimacy is emotional but also physical. So you are scared of basically someone getting to know you, really. You're scared of someone to see your true parts of you, your personality, your emotions, your fears, all that stuff. And the Three of Pentacles is very interesting. I feel like within the next like 3 months, there's going to be some shifts in your love life. Now, if it's not your partner and they're not going to be your partner now, 3 years time, okay? So it just depends on when you come across this video. But I feel like your partner is going to be, they're going to be a lot taller than you, I feel, but they're also going to be somebody who has big D energy. Like, even if you don't want a man, they're a woman, big energy, you know. As I said, I can't say much on here. So they have a big energy, like they have like a lot of, because, okay, so basically you both are very creative, and it's come out as attracting people who aren't necessarily good for you, because you see such beauty in other people, and that can attract, especially if you haven't had or been taught boundaries with your lovingness, is you have been around, probably been with a few people who haven't had clear boundaries, haven't had good communication, they've been nasty to you. Now you are learning the opposite of that. Now you are learning to have boundaries, protection, clear communication, being gentle with yourself, being kind to yourself, really having a sense of empathy for yourself. That is going to bring in this union. That is going to bring you both together, because you are not just a body. You're not just here to be physical. You're here for everything. People should love you for who you are. That's what you're learning before you meet your person, because if you don't learn that, if you don't know who you are, and it doesn't mean you have to know exactly who you are, because you never will, but it's more about learning how to manage your energy around other people. It's not like blending in with other people, people pleasing, like, no, we're not having any of that, we're done with that. So you guys are learning to work with your innocence, to not crap all over it, to not shit all over it, like not to like push it down, because your innocence is beautiful, and someone will come along, this person will come along and lift you up and coddle you. Now in the bedroom, very, very different. It's like a safe energy, but it's also a very like core energy that you've never really been able to get out with this, like with other people. This person you will be able to get it out with. You're going to be so excited, you're going to be really nervous, but it's because you're so excited. And we have, yeah, beautiful. So this person has very strong Aquarius in them, you as well. So both of you are very different. You're both unique. You both have not had a simple life, okay? You've not had a life where things have really made a lot of sense. Now, that can be the same for a lot of people, but for you guys in particular, you felt very different. You've not really had people who've understood you, which is why you've probably been around people who don't understand you, because you think, well, that's why, that's what's happened, that's what I deserve. It's like, well, no, you're learning to respect yourself, have boundaries, and to know that people will understand you because you understand yourself. So say if you are around people and they're not getting you, they're talking about stuff that you don't understand, or they have a different view to you, that's not your tribe. Your tribe and your partner are going to be the same thing. They're going to be people who get you, who have the same views as you, who have the same beliefs, religious beliefs, background beliefs, that they have maybe a different upbringing, but they have a very similar view to you, and that's going to be what connects you both. Yes, there is going to be a sense of truth, and you most likely will meet them after your Saturn return, okay? It's going to be during or after your Saturn return. Now, you can look up your Saturn return on a Saturn return calculator. That's going to be how you know. But also it could be you meet them on a full moon. You meet them on a lunar eclipse. You meet them at a time where the energy is very intense, because your energy needs like a shove. I feel like you're probably going to meet them through some sort of artistic venture, online dating, anything like that. But however you come across, you guys have just felt so different, and both of you connect over feeling very, very different. Yeah, exactly. So like you are learning to work with your spiritual energy. Like you are very, very, very spiritual, and that is something that you need to learn, that is actually the best part about you, okay? That makes you you. If you think that your difference is making you a bad person, or making you feel like you're not going to meet anyone, feeling like you're not going to actually ever have a partner, that is not true. And I can tell you for a fact it's not true, because it happened to me, because I've always felt very different, and I met my man, and I feel like that is just like a massive confirmation for all of you guys watching this video that you're going to find them too as well. This is also going to be, if you have already met your partner, then this is just a confirmation. You both are woo-woo weirdos, and you're both amazing, and you both love each other, and it's great. So And I mean that in the nicest way. But basically, you guys are also learning to have inner harmony. You're learning to not go towards every single thing you think of, every thought you have, you're taking it seriously. No, you're learning to not do that as much. You're learning to not take stuff so seriously. You're learning to take things lighter, to give yourself an effing break. Like, that is what you're learning to do. Okay? And that takes time. Oh, I love this. Right. This is somebody you've never met before. This is somebody who's so different, and they have the most beautiful energy about them. They are so kind, so genuine, and they have so many ideas as well. They're very creative. And when you're intimate with each other, you can kind of hear their voice in their head. So especially if you're quite psychic or you're quite sensitive, you definitely will hear that. You're somebody who can feel and pick up on that. And you also are going to feel when they don't feel right. You're both very empathic. Because you're empathic, my love, you need to also have strong boundaries with that as well. If people are taking from you, do not let them take from you. If people are taking, let them be over there, because they are not in your tribe. They are not part of your energy. They are not your friend, your partner, nothing. They do not deserve your energy. Okay? You are going to, when you walk a different path, when you walk the path that you're meant to walk, when you are doing something different that scares you, that freaks you out, that you know that you need to do, that is going to be most likely when you meet your person, because you're going to feel like you've accomplished something. You feel like you've got it out your system. You're like, oh, finally, I've done it, because that is what you knew and was all along the best thing. Because at the moment, you've been very hermity, you're in your cave, that's okay. Being in your cave is actually really good for you, because you are someone quite sensitive. So if you're around a lot of people, it can be quite a lot. So just be aware that if you have been intimate with people who are not very good for you, remember to release their energy, because that stuff, their energy, their demons, all that stuff can latch onto you. So you've got to make sure that you're letting that go consciously, saying, I release any energy that is no longer mine now, blowing into your hands, and release. Okay? That's the best thing for you. Now, I also feel like this person's going to see right through you. They have very, very intense eyes, strong intuition, and they are beautiful. And they might go head first into, well, between your legs, basically, because they kind of are nervous. Now, it might take them a little bit of time to get to know you and kind of warm up to you, but either way, when you're close to each other, it's like, oh my gosh, I finally met my person. This is crazy. Like, this is actually mad. So yeah, that is your reading, my loves. I hope you enjoyed your painting, and I hope you have the most lovely day, and I will speak to you very, very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. So you guys got the heart canvas. You are the only one with the heart canvas. So I felt like I really wanted to go for a strong Venus energy in this group. You guys are very Venus related, and I felt like it was a very dainty relationship. Both of you are going to be encouraging each other to be really creative, and I also felt that this was a later in life relationship. Okay, you also feel very unique. Both of you are very, very different, and this is somebody who's going to match that energy. So if you've always felt very different, if you've always felt like you're on your own, then this person is going to match that energy, and they will most likely have also felt like that. I also included a lot of pinks and oranges, which represents the heart and the solar plexus. So I also use the heart canvas as well to portray the love, and it's also portraying that this is when both of you really find that soul partner. This is when both of you really connect with your soul partner. So I would encourage definitely this group that if you are to be intimate with other people, I would definitely say to hold off if you feel the need to and you don't feel this pressure, because I really feel like you most likely will benefit more from not being physical with people that you're just not sure about, because then you're saving that energy for your future partner. Even though you have to wait, you're basically learning to be patient. So I also felt like you guys are going to be trying a lot of different positions in this relationship, and you're both going to feel like you can try different things. This is something that you probably will never have felt before. And I do also feel like your person, especially if you are a female going to be with a male or another female, your partner is going to be really kind to you about your health, and also, like, say if you have like your period or anything like that, you're also going to be really recognized, and you're not going to be judged or pointed out or anything like that. So that is basically all I felt like I can say. There really isn't much I can say, but I will say that this painting was quite difficult to draw. It was a very close, like, detailed image. It wasn't like the bodies were super close to filling up the canvas, so it's quite far away, but I felt like that was kind of the energy. It felt very dainty. Also, I'm having to cover up the things with the heart emojis, so that's just how it is. But also, if you want to know any more intimate details about this relationship, then that will be in the extended. I really made sure to go ham on those extended readings so you guys can get more information, obviously, because I can't really say much. But I hope that this resonated with you. I hope this felt like this was going to be your partnership. I genuinely feel like this relationship in this one is more of like an artistic, poetic relationship. It's very sweet, it's very romantic, lots of candles and poems and artistry. Like, that is basically all I can say. There's not much I can say in terms of intimacy because it just is an add-on. It's beautiful, it's not really raw, it's not really intense, it's more just like a gentle energy. It's very romantic, but if you guys want to go ham on each other, you probably will. So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to, please check out the extended, and let's get started with the tarot. Hello, my beautiful group number 3s. Let's get started with your reading. You guys had the heart canvas, which I hope you guys enjoyed the painting. That one was a bit of a difficult one for me because I decided to choose a painting that was very detailed. Like, the bodies are smaller, so it was more difficult, but I hope you enjoyed it either way. Now, I chose a lot of colours that are to do with your sacral and heart chakra, so I hope that that makes sense to you, because I feel like this is to do with you opening everything. Literally, like, this is your first relationship you probably will ever have that is this detailed. Like, this person knows you because it's almost like they've known you from another life. That's what I'm feeling from this group. So, oh, I love this. Divine love. Exactly. You guys got the only love card in this deck, divine love. And I did shuffle as well. So this is number 16, pink amethyst, soul star chakra. So you guys literally, can you see how it's a geode as well? Like, you crack it open. That's what's happening. Your heart chakra is going to crack open like a nut. Like, you guys are so sweet and so gentle, but you really struggle to let other people in. Now, this relationship is really beautiful. I love that I picked the heart canvas for you guys because I really felt like you guys need the love the most. Like, you guys have been through it, okay? You've been through it with people, and people have just not treated you with respect at all. Now, there's nothing really dodgy in this, but I'm gonna cover it up anyway. So you got the Queen of Wands. Now, your guys' energy is very powerful. You guys have a very powerful, fiery energy, and the more you invest in yourself, the more that your partner will invest in you, the more that people will want to be around you. Your first date could have something to do with fire, performance. It could be like a show. It could be like something to do with like creation, like there's something to do with like artistry or something like that. And what I also feel is you will feel this need to impress this person at first, and it's going to be really strange because you're like, oh, this person likes me whether I impress them or not. It's going to be like, I don't feel like I need to like perform for them sort of thing. You're just going to be able to relax. Also, if you want to know more intense details, we are going to do the intimate details in the reading on Etsy down below. So if you want to know more intimate details, then I will definitely go into them because I really want to express that in this video, but I can't because YouTube. So I'll say exactly what I need to say on there, but I'll say it a little bit lighter on here. So what I feel is you guys are a crowning energy. Like, you have a very big energy, and sometimes you don't really know what to do with it. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you felt very scattered, and especially in your relationships, you felt very scattered. It's like, how do people know me if they don't get to know me? It's like, I'm scared of people's first impression of me. There's a lot of anxiety going on here. And I feel like you guys are working through that right now, because at the end of the day, you've got to do what feels right for you, okay? If you're feeling anxious, it's most likely because you're either excited or there's something off about this situation. If you felt anxious about the people you've been around, it's because they probably weren't the right people for you. You guys are literally somebody who needs to be dedicated to your craft. So if you've got something that you're really passionate about, or you're going to have something passionate about in the future, doing that craft will bring you to this person because it brings you to your purpose, okay? Now, a lot of you guys have struggled to trust in people, struggled to trust in relationships, and you will learn to say yes through everything. Even when you're scared, saying yes will help you so much, okay? Because you guys are scared so much of like, what will people think of me? You know, I don't know what to do, and it's all you have to do is to just focus on what you think is right, because that is what you'll need to do. Like, you've been told probably your whole life that you're wrong, or you're doing this wrong, or this is wrong. Like, so many thoughts, and they're not even yours. So the person you're going to be with is somebody who loves to just have their head on you. They love to have their hair on you. They love to touch you and your back, and they just love like to hold you. Like, they are such a holding person. They love physical touch. Is one of their major love languages. Okay. And there is going to be so much hope when you meet this person, because you are going to feel such relief when you're around this person. You're going to feel this sense of, oh my gosh, this is this person. This is my person. This is my forever partner. And you're probably going to meet them. One place could be through work as well, because I'm hearing like, oh, this used to be my client. So that could be how you meet them. Now, the energy overall intimately is Pisces. It's very emotional. So if you feel emotional, they're going to feel emotional. If you wanting to change something, they're going to want to change something. It's like they are a massive mirror to you, but they're not a mirror where they have to keep waking you up. It's more of a mirror where they're getting you to open up yourself. It's not like, I'm going to trigger you. They're saying, look at me, I'm going to help you open up. That's kind of this person. They are very emotional. They got the watery energy. They're loving. They're kind. They are super intelligent. They've got like a massive sense of business knowledge as well. So if you have a business or are going to have a business, then they're going to be very helpful with that. Let's get you a couple of tarot cards. So I feel like when you are stable physically, like you have a house, you have a mortgage, or you are stable where you're living, like you know that this is going to probably be your home for a while, then that's going to be most likely when you meet them, because God is saying, we want you stable, we want you in one place, because if you keep moving around, you're probably not going to meet them. This is not really a traveling type of person. This is somebody who likes to stay in one place, and they also have a big okay, and they also have a big house as well. Their house represents their and also this person actually really loves themselves. So you are learning now to love yourself so you can connect to this person. Both of you are very funny, and you're both really artistic, and you both have ideas that not a lot of people know about. So when you come together, you feel really comfortable, because you're like, oh my gosh, this person really supports my ideas, and that is something that is going to be so amazing for both of you. Manifest your dreams. That's literally what I just thought as well, and said your desires are within reach. Stay focused and watch your dreams turn into reality. So if you're wondering when it's going to be when you've done the most spiritual growth. It's kind of like popping the pimple. Like, it's going to be growth after growth after growth after growth, and then boom, that's when your person comes in, because this person is going to give you your light back. You are most likely have gone through so much stuff that they've, like, life has kind of stolen your peace. So this person's going to help you to embrace spiritual growth. They're leading you to a higher state of being. Like, you are becoming so much more comfortable with yourself, where you are able to let go. And I really feel like once you've gotten to the point where you're like, I don't really need anyone. I really quite like myself. And yeah, when somebody comes along, that'd be great, but I quite like myself right now. Boom. Then you meet your person, because you know what it does is it releases the grip. It releases the grip. And you know this, guys, when you don't want something, it comes to you easier, because you know what? The more you want something, the more of a lesson it is. And that's what we are here for. We're here to learn. So you are here and you are pulling on this thread, and you're like, come on husband, come on wife, like hurry up, like where are you? And it's like, no, they have to come at the time when you're ready, when you are not wishing and wanting and pushing and forcing. Like, this person is not your lifesaver. Okay, yes, they're beautiful, yes, they're amazing, yes, they're creative, but you need to do this by yourself before you meet your person. You are fully capable, and that's what you're learning right now. Through your person's spiritual energy, before you meet them, you are learning to become so fully capable of working with yourself that you don't really feel like you need anyone, because you're so comfortable. And it's not this sense of, I don't need anyone, I don't want to be around anyone. No, that's being resistant. That's just being independent to the point of you don't want to even express yourself. No, that's not it. It's basically just being comfortable with who you are, expressing yourself around people who you feel comfortable around, and just doing the damn thing, just doing what you feel is right. You and your person are soul connected through your hearts. Like, you know this person already in spirit. Like, even if you've never met this person, they are ready. They are getting ready for you, because they are getting ready. Like, you are getting ready, they are getting ready. So if you're not meant to meet this person yet and you haven't met them yet, it's because they're getting ready. Like, this person, right? this person I feel has got quite a big ego. So if they are hurt, they feel quite hurt, like really badly, and that can affect the relationship. So if this person, if their ego is still very high and it's kind of all about like not being hurt and not being this, not being that, they are not ready for the commitment, okay? This relationship is commitment. This is about both of you coming together and feeling fully comfortable with each other. So that is your reading, guys. If you would like more intimate messages about both of you, which I'm definitely going to cover, I'm going to cover positions, what you both like to do with each other, how you're going to get to know each other, everything like that, more of the intense connection coming together, then that is going to be in the extended. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to check out my Instagram, that has extra readings on there, extra information. If you'd like to check out my readings, my coaching, all the information's down below. If the coaching is not available on my website, please give me an email. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.